So today we're greeted with Edifier E235 speakers. Now these are 2.1 surround sound speakers. This is a 100-watt subwoofer. It's got a subwoofer in the front, it's got a subwoofer in the back. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about how these speakers work, because they are Bluetooth, yes, Bluetooth, and also auxiliary and optical as well. Now these speakers, I've got 16 watts of the tweeters and the mid-range is 22, so 38 in each speaker. And yeah, these are all RMS, so in the proper configuration and way you speak about RMS, not MPO or whatever the other terminology is. These are proper RMS speakers. You get in there, so in the box you will get this. Now this is a 3.5mm female jack with RCAs or phono plugs, if you want to call them, and it's a right and left. Then you also get a 3.5mm double 3.5mm jack end, and this is to connect in so you can connect your phone, laptop or anything like that, tablet. And if it's got a 3.5mm jack, you can plug it in, other than iPhone 7. But anyway, doesn't really matter because these are Bluetooth, so it's cool. And then you got an optical link as well, so you're going to plug in like a Blu-ray or CD player or something that's got optical and you want a quality crisp sound. This is what you need. You get that in there as well. And then you get a little pouch as well to clean these, because they're a bit of a dirty object of sexiness. Basically, you give it a little polish and they're ready to go. So Edifier includes that as well, so an Edifier little cloth. And then you've got a cable with a brick at the end, which I've already got this all plugged in and stuff. So it's got a little indicator, power brick. And that is about 3 meters long. So you've got a cable, then it goes into the brick, then it goes into the wall, 3 meters long. And then in the bottom of this, it's got a kettle lead. Now underneath as well, it's also got a pairing button where you have to pair it to your phone so you can pair up the subwoofer and use it by Bluetooth. Now, these are 500 and odd quid. Link in the description down below. Very expensive. They look the part. I've literally played a whole genre of music. It could be gangster rap, it could be hip hop, could be R&B, it could be house, could be garage, it could be bashment, ragga. I've literally played all some old school stuff as well. And yeah, it does sound, some music sounds really good, some music doesn't. You got this remote control as well, so let me just continue what I'm saying. You got a power button there, and basically you press the power button, it changes to green, so it's optical. Press it again, it puts it on standby mode, which is a red light. Press it again, it goes onto Bluetooth mode, but not in that simultaneous way, but however it is at the moment, it's blue. So I'll press it now, it's red, so standby. Press it again, it's green. So you can like deviate from optical to Bluetooth, and then obviously standby. And then you've got a subwoofer minus and plus button, which is on your left and then to the right to give it more bass increasement. And then you've got up and down for volume for both speakers, all three speakers to go up and down. Then you've got 3D sound, THX sound and music. Now this is where I was a little bit confused. 3D sounds really enhanced. It really does push the bass a little bit more and muffles some sounds to certain music, but other music it sounds awesome. And then other things like THX sound, it adds a little bit bass and adds a little bit of separation to the vocals and then like the beats. And now music, it doesn't really have any bass at all, even when the bass is like really fully up. It kind of just sounds really flat, which is really weird because I would expect that to sound a bit more enhanced with music, a little bit more aggressive. Now certain music that was up to date I could hear, and also some old school music like R&B, you could hear the cracking of the record and stuff through these speakers. But other than that, certain other tracks sounded just muffled and plain right, just I didn't really want to listen to it. So certain music it's good for, certain music's not. And I can't really say what it's good for because I listened to a whole genre of music, but I didn't just listen to like one ragga song or one dancehall song or one house track or one garage track. I was listening to loads of different stuff with different types of how they've mixed music. Like electro music is slightly different. Some things sound unbalanced. It sounds like it needs more work. Now you've got 3 buttons, and then you press like one button, and if you're not a bass head, you're going to get a lot of bass. And if you press the music one, you're going to get a lot of vocals but no balance, so you ain't going to have no bass. And if you press the THX sound, you're pressing something that should be played for video. So you got to compromise what you want to do. But at low volumes, it sounds really awesome. At high volumes, it sounds a little bit flappy. But when the subwoofer's on the floor, it sounds like it rocks the room a bit, but it's not powerful like the S706 Edifier speakers. They're really powerful. They're slightly more money than this, but I would rather buy them in a heartbeat than buying this. But these look really nice, and they're kind of wireless. The subwoofer is wireless. You plug it into its corner with an adapter, and you're way to go. And obviously chucking a remote control, runs on a CR235 battery, and then you change that after 6 months to a year, no problem whatsoever. If you want to get this on Bluetooth and it's already stuck on optical, you need batteries in here, and if you ain't got any batteries in there, you are definitely not going to be able to switch to Bluetooth. Right, so I'll click it onto Bluetooth, and now I've got this on pause, and I should be able to just go like that, it should play. Or backwards. Right, so at the moment I've got it going through Spotify and I've got it on low volume, but what I'll do is I'll just like unpause it with my 3 fingers and it plays, and then I can pause it, then I can unpause it. I can also skip a track as well, like that. Just touching the minus and plus. Alright, let's go forward. Oh, sorry. Got to do it from the power button, plus button and the minus button to skip tracks. And that's how it works. Or you can skip back just by like going backwards the opposite way. If it works. Is it actually working? Oh, it is working. I got it creeping up. There we go. So I'm skipping back now. I'll skip forward. Just like that. So you can skip and you can go backwards, you can play and pause just by single gestures onto the plus, minus and the power button. And you can also you can do it through optical, and you can also do it through auxiliary as well. So using a 3.5mm jack connected to your like phone, tablet or laptop, anything's got 3.5mm jack. But it doesn't have the gesture of skipping tracks, it only has the gestures of pausing and replaying again. So that's a different one right there. Don't know why they couldn't do the whole thing. Anyway, speakers are pretty good. It's got some nice sort of styling. I did do a review on the orange versions, but it didn't have a subwoofer. I guess you can get these all in red and black and in orange with the subwoofer as well. And yeah, this just looks pretty good. But let's do a little test so you can, well, a little demonstration so you can hear the sound on that. I'm not going to bother putting a 3.5mm jack. The 3.5mm jack in here sounds a lot more lighter. It loses probably about 10 watts, maybe 20 watts of power. So it just sounds a little bit more flatter, but also the bass is not as enhanced as what it is going for the Bluetooth. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds of each like track. Actually, before I do it, I'm going to put the subwoofer on the floor. Right, I'm going to get out of the way and just play it to you as I move the speakers to the right position. Subwoofer is just underneath. Perfect distance from the actual microphone. And then you can hear. So we'll just do a demonstration of loads of music. Comments down below. What do you think about these speakers? Do they sound great? Do they sound bassy? Do they sound like separated? Do they sound muffled? I was listening to loads of tracks for hours, like literally just playing from some old jams and some new jams and everything like that. And I'll tell you what, they sound okay, but it depends on what kind of music you're into. I would recommend these obviously to setting up if you've got a little computer or laptop or something like that and you want a bit of subwoofer bass, but not too loud, not overly powered, or you want some nice like satellite speakers where you can just listen to music and you can hear a little bit of clarity, and it's not like proper professional, but it's enhanced, it's digitally enhanced, and it makes the music sound a little bit more of a listening pleasure. You also got 3D THX and music on there, so you've got the choice of choosing what you want to do. You haven't got any graphic equalizers where you can up and down things and stuff like that. But yeah, you can connect like loads of stuff right straight out of the box, and you can connect it to iPhone, you can connect to Apple, like tablets and Android and anything that's like Bluetooth, or it's got 3.5mm jack or optical link, so it's definitely worth it. The leads are long enough. Anyway, my own personal, if I was giving it a score of 0 being not really rubbish and 5 being really great, I would give these probably a 3.5 out of 5. And the reason is because sometimes it depends on where you're going to put that subwoofer. Like other Edifier speakers that I've tested, you can put this subwoofer anywhere and it sounded quite good, but you need to literally put this subwoofer on the floor. But obviously if you're going to spend that sort of money, you want it to be on the floor anyway. Also, they look really stylish and it's just a unique design, and I like the sort of thing that you can have the hand gestures of like playing, pausing and skipping with the tracks when you've got it connected to the Bluetooth and optical, and the 3. Optical will be quite nice. It will sound really clear. It will sound clearer than the Bluetooth. But the 3.5mm jack sounded a bit muffled. I weren't really feeling that. Other Edifier speakers, it sounds really good. But anyway, I've got loads of answers ready for you. So if you comment down below, I can answer them, because I didn't do like quite a lot of stuff on the video. I wanted to keep the video short and sweet, and then get you commenting down below and then answer me questions, and I'll just answer them, no problem. But yeah, I think if you're in the market for like having some decent sound that's digitally enhanced, not studio or anything like that, and you just want to play back some nice music, and you got different tastes, you can play a lot of genres of music, you'll be okay with. If you're looking to get that super bass line, you're going to be a bit disappointed, because the bass is not that tight, or that rumbling bass, you know, where it's so deep, you're like, where is it coming from? It's not that kind of thing. But anyway, you leave your comments down below and you tell me what you think about this. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, share, follow me on all Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to bed now. I'm not really, because it's daytime, I'm at work. So anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching.